Before you start this video, I would like you guys to hit that like button, share this video. By doing so, you help this video move through the algorithm.
A lot of people get confused when it comes to Goetia rituals because a lot of information they get is confusing. Most of the time, people make reference to the MacGregor Mathers Samuel Liddell translation. The language which is in the text is very old. So sometimes people find it difficult to follow along. And also, the rituals and how it was put out, some people don't have access to the material to carry out their rituals. So sit back and let me put some paint where it ain't. When we're talking about Goetia, we're looking at the invocation and the evocation of demonic spirits. But in this, we got to have tools. Now, if you skim back in your text of the Goetia into the final pages, you may find an illustration of the tools. One which is incense and the other is pretty much a crystal ball. Oh, let me not forget, a black mirror. Some people may question, what is this for? Well, this is where it gets very interesting. But before we move forward, I want to say, check out my recent video that I dropped earlier on about crystal balls, because this will give you a detailed explanation of how crystal balls work. And this ties into what I'm about to get into. The links are right here above. So, when we're talking about spirit communication, this is an internal dialogue between a spiritualist and the entity. Now, evocation is to send a spirit out to accomplish our task. I know there's a lot of medieval rituals that say you should put chalk around you, but we're going to skim past that because who the fuck uses chalk? I'm a Vodouisan. I've been practicing over 20 years and I've never ever done such foolishness. So let's get to it. What's going on here? When you are communicating with a demonic entity of the Goetia, it's two ways that it's done. Mainly, according to ritual, it's one through captomancy, which is seeing the spirit appear in smoke. And secondly, there is scrying. You can scry through a crystal ball. You can scry through a black mirror. Now, what are we going to see when we scry through these tools? We are going to see a reflection of everything in the environment. But as you go into trance, the things we see begin to warp into images that our subconscious makes sense out of. Now, when we are looking at smoke, is there going to be a demon that's going to appear out of nowhere? No. Capnomancy has a very important word in it. Cap, as in captivate, capture. You're capturing an image out of the smoke. In the smoke, our subconscious is going to make up images, pretty much like looking at an ink block. When you're going through this phase, to formulate images, your mind has to be calm. Some people, again, call this the trance state. And this is how we formulate different imagery. This is a language of the subconscious. So I know some people in the audience will say, well, this may be a product of our imagination. Absolutely. Absolutely. When we're talking about Goetia, we are talking about the subconscious. Our communication with these entities is very subconscious. So, in conclusion, for part 1 of this video, I would like you guys to jot down your personal experience with working with Goetia demons. If you ever have, hey, share your story. So, with that said, I conclude this video. Catch me in part 2. I'm out.